It's been alright. We've been pushing through, and yeah, we
Since
got
you've been traveling, huh?
yeah. You know what? I've been traveling, and it really feels strange because as much as obviously, it's great to be back on the road, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also it's interesting to interact with the crowd, and it's I did two shows in Paris, and I was surprised, man. The vibe was cool, but it wasn't there. But then I went to Holland in Rotterdam, and that was off the charts this weekend. Off the charts. I mean, people going nuts on the dance floor.
How does it
Something else.
feel?
It feels great, man. Because also the thing is that especially when you're doing the best you can to deliver a great performance, and the crowd is not responsive, not because the
Ah,
music you're playing is not good, but it's because either some of them are doing too much drugs, or they're just not in the vibe, or those who are trying to vibe cannot vibe because those who are not in the vibe are not fit. It's a weird thing. So when everybody's in sort of like synchronized emotion, and
mhm.
everybody's really there to have fun, you know, it's like when you're singing, right? Yeah, you want to do what you do.
Oh, le milliardaire.
Okay, okay, ok, ok, ok. Tu
Singila.
reçois déjà un grade.
Voilà. Tu montes en grade. Captain Gros Loulou. Well, anyway, yeah, you were saying.
So no, it's good to be back on the road, man. I mean, I won't lie. It
Because
is.
you've been 2 years without.
Uh, I mean, technically, I've been 2 years, but a little less because I did perform a little bit last year. I had,
Mhm.
like I said, four shows through the year, so that was nothing really. But yeah, so I guess now we back at it. Hopefully, you know um, it holds like that, and we continue working.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
so
that's great.
plus, I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a chance to play our song Kilulu, and man, let me tell you, we dropped it
Woo!
last Friday. I played it on Saturday in Rotterdam. This
Mhm.
Saturday, man,
That
man,
song is special.
ridiculous, ridiculous. The vibe, I can't even. And this has never happened to me where I drop a song on a Friday, play it on the weekend, and the reaction is like that. Literally, the whole club was like, "Whoa!" And I was like,
Now, because the song really has, like, you don't need to know it, because, like, even, I mean, we release tracks, at least 3 tracks every month. So people are not kind of shocked when we release a track. It's not like, oh my God, they're back. For people, like, yeah, we just been releasing all the time. So a lot of songs, like, they do their plays, the algorithms do their work, but from time to time you release a song and you feel it because the people who never talk to you, or the friends that never comment, all of a sudden
those
you see them
ones,
in the DMs, you see them posting, you see them sending you messages, and
those
and
ones.
saying, yo, that track, like, there's a friend of mine who was like, eh, body dance comme ça. I was like,
Il peut être déchirant.
no, vraiment, that track really, yeah, it's doing something to people. It's really doing something to people. Soon as they hear it, they
You know what?
directly,
What I heard from people who don't even understand the lyrics, obviously, besides your verse, which is in English, but like they're just what they're saying is that it's a beautiful feel good song that came at the right time
yeah,
after all this madness with this whole Will Smith, whatever the situation between Ukraine and Russia, and just the overall vibe right now in the world is
yeah,
getting weird.
it's
It's
very
like people
negative.
just so we brought this nice breath of fresh air and just good vibrations. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's really a song that, I don't know if you guys heard it. Actually, shout again. What time it is? Put the flags and the time, of course, as always. And if you heard our new song called Kilulu, please go check it out. I'll put the link to the music video, actually, so people can go and. And it's funny because this song is always on my feed on YouTube.
You see?
Every single day it's on my feed. It's crazy. It's always there on my feed.
It's fun enough, mine too.
Yeah. It's really it's a track that could go viral, you know. Like it's really a track that could be that track that just changes something about your career.
The whole narrative.
Yeah, the whole thing, because it's what is hard for a creator is to keep your voice as a creative, and at the same time find the tune that is also commercially acclaimed. Because a lot of people, for the sake of realness, they never make it in their career, and some others, they make it but they never get the respect that they want. So it's
why do you think is that? Why do you think is that? Why do you think there's that's that difficulty for them to just be able to tap into just different kind of understanding and perception of themselves?
Oops. Why is my wife sending me stuff while I'm live? What is the message here?
I guess it's time for some bump and grind.
Oh my god!
And the way it looks very fancy, and to just have twins and have them balancing.
It's so amazing. Listen, my cousin, he had 3 kids, and it was like, just one last one. It's okay, like, and then he had twins, so all of a sudden he went from 3 kids to 5 kids. So imagine you say to yourself, okay, listen, let me just make one last one, and then you have triplets.
Not easy, bro.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, but probably lose 25 kilos.
Oh, come on. No, but to be sincere, I've seen a lot of people, as you mentioned earlier, like people who never really comment on our shit, or at least on my shit. Like all of a sudden in the DMs, and it's cool, It's like, all right, cool, I guess,
No, it's great.
This is moving everyone, even those who don't understand it.
Yeah, I got the guy from some of my New York people who are big time producers sending me messages telling me, yo, the song is amazing, and usually I send them songs. This time they just sent me a message out of nowhere. They were like, yo, bro, that song is crazy. That song is amazing. So yeah, it really has, and the fact that we did a video,
Papa Ken, let me ask you, isn't that interesting? Well, everybody's Amapiano is booming this and that, but yet we brought a Nganda type of track. This is from the hood. We literally went hood on them.
But the thing is this, I know that every time one genre was banging and everybody was on the train of something specific, I always went against the grind. And a lot of time, because you go against the grain and you even go counter current, it makes you stick out. Because I love making Amapiano music. I'm actually preparing an Amapiano EP right now. But there's so much Amapiano coming out right now from the whole world. It's not South African music anymore. Now you have like the Tanzania doing there, the Zambia, the Congolese, Lubumbashi. Like you have a lot of different subgenres and people doing the genre. Why? Because it's so easy to do. Like once you have Fruity Loops, FL Studio, once you find how you do the bass line, listen, you just need a shaker and then Then of course you have to have that nice bass line and stuff. But I mean, there's so many talented people out there in Africa that can take a genre and refine it and push it and etc. That from when we discovered Amapiano 2-3 years ago, and we were like, oh, this is tomorrow. There was still that time to be different from everybody else because everybody was on the Afrobeat tip.
Yeah.
But now, this summer is going to be the summer of Amapiano. It's going to be everywhere. So of course you have to do it. But if you do something else, you can stick out because you can do something that is different from everybody. So, in a certain way, as I always say, it's important to understand what people are enjoying and what people are listening to, and make your money by trying to be in front of the train. But it's also great to propose something else. But in the same vein, I would say we should make a crazy Amapiano tune as well. Like, but something that is on top of the whole thing. Like, you know, if you make that track that everybody start using on TikTok, especially right now in the US, they're all about, and in the US, you know, they don't differentiate. In the US, they call everything Afrobeats. They don't care if it's Amapiano, if it's Afro House, Ancestral Soul, this, that, tech, what. For them,
if it comes from Africa, Afrobeat.
If it comes from Africa, it's Afrobeat. If it can be Zouk, it can be like, if it's Zouk or compa, maybe they would say, oh, it's reggaeton or it's Latin music. But for them, they just put everything in two boxes. They simplify. So this is the right time to have a track get in that American bag. It's just a question of the right person hearing it, and whatever is. I mean, I still believe that Amapiano is going to be like really like this summer. I believe even in Portugal, I think this summer.
Oh, Portugal is starting already. They're starting. They're playing it at the parties, and it's very interesting to see because, you know, Portuguese consumers are very peculiar with their stuff, right? They like what they like, so it's hard to move them away from discovering something new, especially when you're paying to go to a club. They want to hear what they want to hear, and, you know, don't move too far away from that because, you know, it's like, all right, cool. But Amapiano, I think, because of the way they managed to, you know, to make it evolve into more of a club friendly sort of sound with the more, you know, log drums, this and that. I think, yeah.
But me, you know, I have a mark when I say, okay, it's not going mainstream, is when you start seeing the David Guettas and them. When they arrive in a genre, that's where, if you have like 20 tracks already, you can participate to the explosion and make your money. Boddhi a beaucoup de charisme dans le clip. Il fait mec de cartel imposant. Kaysha avec ses gros pectoraux fait prince nigérian. Oh my god. C'était pas pectoraux, on a beaucoup mangé.
Le ventre était très rempli. Vraiment même rempli d'une manière insolente.
Last time I eat before shooting a video. Especially in Africa. Especially with this heat. But yeah, that was a very interesting experience. Oh my god. Trish. Soldat Tricia was good with you. I hope you're fine.
Tricia's profile looking nice, huh? What's going on? Tricia.
Ma cuisse.
Ça, c'est vraiment.
Ma cuisse. Ma cuisse d'un Ganda. Cuisse d'un Ganda.
Vraiment, ma cuisseau.
Excusez-moi,
il ne faut pas me cancel. Pardon. C'est un commentaire amical.
On sait jamais, fais attention, tu peux te faire gifler.
Par les cuisses. Vraiment. Okay.
Je peux te gifler pour défendre son honneur. Comme apparemment maintenant il faut.
She gonna put a jet on you? This is
Yo,
becoming a real line. You gonna pull a Jenna on me?
bro, listen.